Hey everyone! So today I'm joined by fellow YouTube star, Michael Reynes.
Yes, close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No. No one ever gets it.
But I was practicing for the last minute.
Yeah, I know.
And thank you so much for doing this collab with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I don't know if you're aware, but it's my very first YouTube collab.
What?
Yeah.
Is this real?
This is real.
I am honored. Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Yay.
It's getting so exciting.
I almost fell out of my chair there. I got so excited.
Before we start though, I want to know, what inspired you to create your own YouTube channel?
Okay, so I moved to Toronto from Winnipeg, my hometown.
Okay.
And I had no friends. And I knew that my mom needed a way to like keep up with my life, and like I wanted my friends to kind of know what was going on. So I started making silly videos in hopes that my mom didn't like freak out thinking that it was like a crazy like drug addict in Toronto or something.
Just so she knew you were safe.
Yeah, she knew what was going on. She knew I was like doing my thing. I was like safe and sound.
Now, how long have you been making content then?
So I moved here about 3.5 years ago, and I made my first, so I moved in September, made my first video in like November.
Okay.
So I made like 2 videos, and the way I was doing it was just super basic. It was like with my MacBook webcam.
Yeah.
And then I got my tax return from that year, and I was like, oh, I guess I can buy like a legit camera with this.
Yeah.
So I bought my little Canon PowerShot that I still have.
So you still use that regularly?
I only use it now that I have my like super professional DSLR.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
I upgraded since then, but I still use it for daily vlogging if I go on like a vacation or something like that. So it still gets some views. Although I started making videos in that year of 2012, it really kind of became a thing during the summer after that, so like 2013-ish.
So then coming up 3 years then.
Yeah. When you're a small YouTuber, things aren't as grand as you would hope they would be, you know? Like, I'm sure you're experiencing that now.
Yeah.
So you make a video and you're so passionate about it, and you're like, oh my god, this is going to be the best video ever, everyone's gonna watch it, they're gonna love it, and then it doesn't, I wouldn't say tank, like it doesn't do terrible, but it just doesn't reach your expectations, and then you throw out a random stupid video that you barely put any effort in, and it gets like all the views, and you're like, what is going on? Like there's no set formula. So in those like 3 years, I'm like, am I even doing it right? Like I have no idea. I really don't know what I'm doing still to this day.
Did you or do you have anybody that you can go to for advice, or just to kind of talk it out and see if you are doing something correct, or maybe something that you could change up?
Going to places like VidCon and the YouTube spaces, either in LA or here in Toronto now that we have one. I've met a lot of great people who I can consider mentors, who are a lot bigger than me and have helped me whenever they've had a chance.
Talk to me about staying gold.
Yes, so that is a theme that I have on my channel. It started in a few different ways. For one, I'm a super big fan of The Outsiders, which is a major influence for Stay Gold. Just like Stay Gold Pony Boy is like a main thing. It's always like, as soon as I read that in school, it like stuck out at me and it stayed with me for, years. Another thing is back home in Winnipeg at the Manitoba Legislative Building downtown, there is a golden boy on top of it. So for me, Stay Gold is like stay Winnipeg, and then gold is just like, #1 in the Olympics. It's just the best. It's the best person you could be. So stay gold is being the best person you can be, essentially at its core.
How would you describe your channel using 3 words or less?
Oh my gosh, ridiculous, sporadic, and adorable.
If you could feature anybody on your channel, famous, not famous, alive, dead,
are we talking like YouTuber or like anyone?
Anybody.
Well, I've had my mom on my channel, and that's like the most precious thing. Like that's my favorite video ever. But I want to say something random like Marilyn Monroe, just right? Like just like an interview of being like, girl, tell me everything,
Yeah.
you know? Like, let's just
I love that
line
era.
up.
I love
Right? It's just,
Marilyn.
there's just so much, you know, like allure about her.
Yes.
I just kind of want to line up shots with you and then like see what happens, you know? Like, let's just drink a little, girl. Like,
You have to invite me.
of course. Once I build my time machine, you will be in the passenger seat for
good.
sure.
Thank you. What do you hope to achieve from your channel?
I started my channel out with the intention of just showing how wonderful life could be as like a gay youth in the world. And my intention was starting my channel, and like my prayers were that, you know, some parent who wasn't 100% comfortable with their kid being gay could stumble upon my channel and see that everything was okay and like not worry, and then like make their kid's life a little better. I don't know if I've done that, but like that was one of the main reasons of starting a channel, and I haven't forgotten about that. I think, yeah.
That's pretty powerful. What's the best comment you've ever received?
Ooh. I did a singing video with my friend Chelsea recently, and we did musical theater and a Disney challenge, and someone tweeted at me the other day, actually, this was like last week or this week, and she was like, oh my god, you're amazing, you sound like you basically composed all of these songs. And I'm like, literally like read my phone, I was like, eee!
What advice do you have for anyone who's thinking about starting up a YouTube channel?
Literally just do it. You know, like, we're not gonna get TV shows and deals right away. You have to make content and you have to build that following, and it's all about being consistent and just putting videos out there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you're gonna discover how to edit. You know, you're gonna discover how to set up your lights properly. If you have help and people are really good and you have amazing videos right away, amazing, good for you. But I didn't have that help when I started, and it took me, you know, 3 years to get where I am, so...
But it's a learning process.
Exactly, and there's, the more you do it, the more people will find you, the more YouTubers will find you. You know, I go to these events now and people say like, hey, I've seen your video, I like your videos. So it's like, you start getting recognition, and then those people are like, hey, I really like you, I want to help you out.
Right.
And then you do collabs, and you know, you YouTube.
You expand.
You YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
I
you
really
for having
appreciate
me.
this. No problem. You're not leaving yet, though.
Of course not.
Because we have to do truth or drink.
Oh my god.
And solidify this friendship.
Yeah. You had me at drink.
Thanks for watching. You can check out last week's interview right over there, and you can subscribe to the channel right up there. Do it.